wherever you are. Come on and say hi. Hello, everyone. Do come on and say hi. Okay. So what I like to do to start with is do a group reading. Hello, everybody. Do let me know where you're calling from. Hi, good morning. Okay, so I was just having some internet problems this morning, so I'm hoping now. Okay, just turn that down. Right, lovely. So I can see you here as well. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, I was having some internet problems this morning. Okay, so my name is Melanie Wellard. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a healer, a celebrant, chakra dance facilitator, a coach, executive coach. I basically help people to transform their lives. Okay, so I use all my skills to help people do that. Okay, so what I like to do in my shows, like my mug there, you all make me happy. I love being on here. I'm very excited when I'm coming on. So, right, what I like to do to start with is always do a group reading for everybody. And I just like to just see what the energies are. It's the 1st of May today. So, what does the month ahead hold for us? Okay, what energies does that hold for us? And what maybe action do we need to now do for the month ahead to bring some good change into our life? What do we need to clean up our act? I'm getting the phrase clean up our act. So let's see what we need to do. Right. That's lovely. Hi, Anna Marie. Sorry, I'm having to, I think I need new glasses after a year in lockdown. I'm finding I can't see very clearly. I need more magnification. So if I'm sort of leaning over, it's because I'm just trying to read the names here. So, oh, lovely in Scotland. Hope the weather's okay up there. I'm middle England. Okay, so. Right, so this is for all of us, okay? What I like to do is if we've all you come to one of my workshops, all right? This is why I like to do this. And therefore, we'd all be sitting in a group together. Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be lovely? So I like to bring in the energy. That's what, just surround you all in a beautiful room of light where we can all work together now. All right, so to start with, I'm just going to look at, as I say, this is a reading for everyone. So if you want to know what's good for you as a collective, then this should be relevant for you. So what do we need to surrender to? Right, okay, so here's a good one. Surrender your belief in scarcity. All right. For some people, their lives have been booming. For many, they've been frightened, feeling nervous about now and the future. But if you keep believing that nothing is ever going to come right, then that you can just bring that about. Okay, so surrender your belief in scarcity. It says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove the blocks in your life. So it's believing that there can be abundance coming into your life. Okay, let me just see what else we've got here. Use the Moon Oracle cards. Right, what else have we got here? So this is for everybody. Okay, so this makes sense. To come with this card, we've got faith. All right, again, it's having faith that we can have an abundant world. Okay, it's so easy to buy into all the messages that you're being bombarded with, and then change your thinking and you become part of that. Think of it like if you were invited to a party, and when you get there, there's 2 rooms in the party, okay? And somebody says, well, it's up to you which room you go in. And you look into one room, everyone's sitting around and they're all complaining and they're whining and being nasty about each other and blaming and being in a very victim-like manner. And you look in the other room and everyone's having a great time and they're laughing and they're joking and they're supporting each other and they're being kind and loving, and you know, where people might still be a bit upset, but they're helping to listen to them, to uplift them. So which room would you want to go into? And that is your choice. Some might choose the one on the left, some might choose the one on the right. But here I'm being told, you know, it's so you can either go into the room of belief in that everything is dreadful, and keep thinking that, and there may be evidence in your world that that does feel bad. But do you know what? We are here to learn. We are here to go through experiences, that I believe anyway. And, you know, those can be tough. But again, how we view them and how we move forward is what in the end can help manifest. Whether we feel, I've known people that are going through such awful, awful things, myself included, but can still see that glimmer of light in their circumstances. And others who seem on the surface to have everything, and yet feel so unhappy. So what I do with my clients is to help them find what's right for them, help them transform their lives into what is good for them, because what is good for us might not be good for someone else. Okay, so it's all the time realizing that you choose. All right, you choose which room you go into. So let's see what else is here. And as I say, this is a reading for all of us. Okay, so there you go. This makes sense. Reevaluate your priorities. So I feel at the moment, with those cards all together, it is having faith in yourself, having faith in your decisions, deciding what room you want to go into and being happy with that, even if that is going into the one where you can all sit and complain and moan about everything. But I feel here it is reevaluating your priorities. So maybe it is, if you're sitting around sort of feeling that everything is dark and dismal, it's time to maybe just say, do you know what, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes a day with that thinking, but for now I'm going to put that on the shelf and I'm going to look at all the other things that I have to do. I know today I've got to reevaluate my priorities. I'm doing a lot of work with clients, which I love, but I must prioritize today to actually do some mundane tasks, which aren't my favorite, which is just to get on and tidy up and do some housework. So it doesn't always have to be big, major things that we have to prioritize. Okay. Right. I just want to see what angels have to say here. Oh, that's flown out. Okay. Intuition and downloads. So for those of you that do work a lot with energies, you've probably realizing that you're feeling a bit topsy-turvy with the powerful energies that are coming in at the moment. But I feel that in with this reading, I do feel it's very important to be using your intuition. Use your intuition to decide which room to go into. Use your intuition to decide which group of people you want to be mixing with. I would always advise not to hide anything, but go with what lifts your heart. Go with in finding your tribe, as we like to say now. Go with those that help you to lift your spirits, lift your soul, and help you to have that faith in yourself. So I hope that's helped everybody for the reading for you all. So now I'm just going to have a look and see who else we've got on here. Hello, everybody. Okay, Ray, you were on really quick. Ray Louise. Right, Ray, let's see what's going for you. So I'm going to use the same cards that I've used as the group reading and see what comes on. Thank you for all your hearts and your likes. That is pretty when they come up. So yes, do let me know out there. It can be quite lonesome on this side, not having that human connection. So thank you for all of those. That's lovely. Makes me feel connected. That's beautiful. Okay, right. So Ray, let's see what's going on for you for the month ahead. Month ahead. Oh, okay. So straight up here, Ray, surrender your fear of change. All right. So what I'm going to do is pull all the different cards for you, and then I will do an overall reading. Okay. So I'm going to look at, and we can see what this is all about. Your fear of change. Right. You've then got realization. Okay, this is looking good. All right, because I'm seeing a new beginning. I'm seeing going through a doorway. You've got the key to bring about very healthy change for you, but it's the fear that's holding you back. All right, it's that fear that's I mean, look at the sunrise coming up though, and I'm being drawn to the picture here, and very much that, you know, the horse is a sign of strength, courage, gives you that support, and I do feel that you do have that going from you, and I feel it is a case of, in both cases, you're coming from a place, if you look at both of those, you're coming from a place that's feeling quite dark, and it's just stepping into the light, stepping into that brighter future, but it's like you've got a bit stuck. All right, if that makes sense. It does feel like you've got a bit stuck there. Okay, what else? Something else for you here. Okay, I just pulled this earlier for all of us. Reevaluate your priorities. So this is obviously an important message. It's coming through again for you as it was for the group reading. So it just feels to me like you need to stop. You need to really take stock, and you need to be honest with yourself. You need to see where you do need to make change. Okay, I understand that feels scary. All right, but it feels like it's long overdue. All right, and it just feels like you will be stepping into a much brighter way of being that's going to give you so much more strength. Okay, so I just said about courage. You've actually pulled the courage and bravery card. You have the strength to do this. Look at that. That's you, ready to take that step forward. All right, it does take courage to make change. Of course it does. There's a lot of talk about how life, and hopefully we can get to a point where we can move with ease. The more we get in touch with our intuition, we can then, and our own energies, what they're telling us is we can move easily into the change. We accept when something needs to fall away. But while we're on that journey, it can take a lot of courage to bring about change, whatever anyone tells you. And I can get that it is quite tough for you. Okay. But here's the thing. Is it better to stay in what you've got? Sometimes we say, oh, well, people prefer to stay in something that's very negative for them because the fear of change is so much. And that's a choice. Always remember, this is a choice. We are not forced to it. We have a choice. All right. I'm not saying there aren't outside circumstances that can make us feel that we don't have a choice, but our choice is always how we react to those things. So I'm going to just give you a bit of some things to support you here, Ray, in moving forward with this change. Okay. Thank you for all of you that are coming on. Lovely to meet you. Right. Let's see. Well, this is interesting because we were talking about in the group reading about finding your tribe and which room do you want to go into and the type of people you want to have around you. And it says, I am one with everyone on the planet. And you see, this is the thing. If we keep buying into that we're all separate, that it's all right for them over there, or I'm okay, I'm not going to care about those over there. But I am talking to you from the other side of the world to a lot of you, okay? I'm certainly not talking to you all in my room. So we are connected energetically, whether that is through the energy of the links and the satellites and wherever it's bouncing, but we are energetically linked. Okay, we are together in this. We are the same in our differences. And if we don't start giving out that love and light to everybody, and I don't mean that in a trite way I mean truly, even holding someone in your thoughts, holding someone on the other side of the world who might be in pain, just sending good thoughts to people every day, asking for healing around the world, anything that shows that you agree that we are all connected. It says here, every time I meditate or do a visualization for healing, I am connecting with like-minded people all over the world. And that's what I feel today. I am here with you as if we are all in the same workshop, as if I have invited you in. And I have into my workshop, and we are connected all around the world. And I love that. I find that absolutely fascinating. So I never take that for granted, okay? A lot of this is new to me, and I'm just like a child with excitement of being able to connect with people all over the world. It never fails to hold me in awe. So don't ever take it for granted what we have at our fingertips, what we're able to do. I remember when I was a girl, I used to have to, we didn't even have a telephone, and I had a telephone put in. And when we wished to speak to my uncle in Australia, you'd have to book the call on Christmas Day. And then you could never really have a conversation because the time lapse, you had to wait a few seconds until that came back. And now we're so used to this, but I never, ever take anything for granted. I am so grateful for this. I just find it fantastic that we can all chat and be like this today. So I hope that helps, Ray. Oh, hang on, there's something else I want to give you. What is it that's saying that there's something else? Sorry, I have lots and lots of cards in front of me here, so I'm very led to use whatever is right for the individual. Okay, I'm just going to see what crystal might be right for you. Oh, clear quartz, beautiful. I have a lot of this. So if you have any, it's an energizer. It removes blocks and will give you a zest for life. And I feel this could help you move on. I bring you, this is the angel of clear quartz. I bring you illumination. I bring you truth. I give you light upon your path. I give you the light of the mind. So it just feels like, as I'm drawn into the energy of this, it feels like it's the clear quartz that will give you clear thinking about moving forward, about making that change. Does that make sense? Okay, so I hope that helps, Ray. Okay, let's see. Who else? Thank you, Kelly. Yes, you like my background? It's actually curtains. Look. Oh, let the light in. You won't be able to see me. Yes, I have lots of different types. I like changing them. I find if you just put up a background, those look very odd to me with people, and all of a sudden their hand disappears. Looks like someone described it as an old 70s movie or something with these ones that we can have. Okay. Kelly Jones, I hope you're still with me. Thank you, Tony. Okay, Kelly Jones. Now, I would say to everyone, please listen to other people's readings, because as I'm talking here about, and this guidance I'm getting about really emphasizing how we're all connected, we also can be, our issues can be similar. Wow, and I'm getting here, wow, there's somebody, as I'm linking in here, Kelly, real block. This may be relevant to others of you. So that's why I say listen to other people's readings on here. While we're doing a group reading, and we're doing a group session like this, I'm always guided that what comes through for one person can be very relevant to someone else as well. Okay, obviously when I work one-to-one, then that's precisely for you. But because I'm linking in with the group energy here, I always ask for help that's going to come through in each reading that's going to help more than one person. Okay, Kelly, I am getting here a real block in the throat chakra here. There is something quite urgent you need to say. I feel like you are holding back, and it's just it's just choking you. I'm going to see what that block might be. I won't talk about very intimate things on here, okay? I don't agree with that in talking about very personal issues online. with lots of other people. But I don't have your permission to talk about those things. Okay, so, right. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so you've got here, surrender to the magic of who you are. Okay, and I just feel that there's a real self-esteem issue going on here with you, Kelly. You're a beautiful soul, and I just feel that you've been stifled in hearing your voice. This could be a lesson, words you need to be saying to yourself, kinder words to yourself, but I feel this is outside of you as well, that you need to speak up. All right. And if you feel you can't say it, you need to take action. All right. Or get someone you can tell first, or somehow get these words out. You may want to, if you feel that you're just not up to saying them at the moment, you may want to write them down. You've also got here, surrender to divine timing. So I feel that that time is now for you to take this action. Okay. And I feel that, again, I'm getting to, okay, you've also got surrender to prayer. So don't be frightened to ask for help. Okay. From spirit, I just feel that you need to ask for help. So even in that, I'm feeling that there are others around you who want to help you, and you need to talk to some other people. Okay, if you feel you can't talk to someone you know, you may want to engage in a professional. But I do need, your voice needs to come out. You need to be talking about what's locked inside. It's like it's wanting to come out and you're feeling bad about it, and it needs to come out soon. Because you've also got the void here, and I feel that that's where you're sitting at the moment. And this is a space where we sit, where we just feel nothing much is happening, but we're usually held in this space that if we go inward, if we consider what needs changing, if we consider what action we need to take, then we can surge forward. Okay, and then we surge forward into our new beginnings. Just feel that you really need to be talking to someone about this. Okay. Yeah. You see, you've also got higher realms and magic here. So again, I just feel this is a real spiritual journey for you. You'll know probably what I'm talking about. And it's getting that faith back. I just feel that you feel like you're in a dark space now, but you've got here shine on. All right. So I just feel that light is there. Okay, it just feels like you may be in a dark space. Please do get someone to talk to. I do feel that you're going to be fine. It's you just need some help in stepping forward. Okay, and I do feel a lot of that is just talking about what's in your heart. All right, I do bless you. I do wish you well. I hope that has helped. Because just to finish here, you've got go for your dreams. Okay, so I do see you moving on from this, but please do talk it through with somebody. Okay. Okay, who else is we got? Tony Wickham. Tony Wickham. Hello. Right. Okay, just before I start on that, if you didn't hear when you first came on, please do look at my details if you'd like to work with me on a one-to-one. I do like to help people bring about transformational change in their life. And that isn't always easy, and certainly isn't often a quick fix. All right, it is a journey. I use all my skills to help people bring about that change, see where they want to go. So I am a psychic medium, I'm a healer, I'm a coach, and and I do lots of other things as well. So do look me up, or just follow me on my Facebook profile, Melanie Wellard, or on Instagram or on YouTube. So I do these little daily inspirational videos that people seem to find help them a lot. So you might want to just follow me and get a sort of a daily, I try and do them daily, but not always to keep up with them. So just when I'm guided to bring a message through, I actually did 2 this morning. So you might want to go and look those up. So it's Melanie Wellard. I think it's Melanie Wellard 3 on my profile, but I have a page as well, but I put the videos onto all those platforms. Okay, Tony. Okay, Tony. Okay, some deep messages coming through this morning. Tony, I've got for you surrender denial. Okay, what is it you're not facing? What is it you would prefer to not look at? There it is. It's like the elephant's in the room and you're looking the other way. Okay, what is it you're not wanting to see? You need to take the blindfold off and you need to see things clearly. All right, so it just feels like at least surrendering to say, yeah, okay, I can't avoid this any longer. All right. Got surrender your need to always be right. Okay, so it is about also seeing that there is other points of view, because we can get stuck in feeling that I'm right, you're wrong. And that can be a, and put with that surrender denial, it could be that there's definitely another side to this. Okay, and I think you need to be open to seeing it, hearing it. All right, so if you're finding you're digging your heels in, being quite dogmatic, realizing that we all have a different point of view, we all have an opinion. Okay, surrender to your passion. So this feels like with this, I feel like what gives you that fire in your belly? It feels like almost like you need to there's somewhere where you're a bit stuck in your way of thinking and you need to get more in touch with the feeling. Okay, come on, let's move on from this, and what is it I can bring into my life that really is getting out of your head into the fire in your belly? What actually makes you laugh? What makes you feel passionate about life? Okay, because it just feels like it's all got a bit heavy here. All right. Yeah, you've even got the hunger moon here. So it's like, what are you hungry for? What are you, I don't mean that in food. You know, I just keep getting this. Come on. What is it that you really want to move forward with? It just feels like get yourself out of being stuck, and nurture yourself first. All right. So it's almost like you don't need to keep proving a point. It just feels like maybe just almost like having that talk with yourself and looking after yourself first. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, Janine Brody. Okay, Janine, let's see what's going on here. Okay, Janine, as I link in with you, I feel a bit sort of lost with you here. It's like you're in a bit of a fog. Right, what I've pulled for you here is accept love, if that makes sense. I just feel that you're maybe shutting yourself off a bit from those around you. It's like someone's trying to offer you a peace pipe, I'm being told here. Yeah, because you've also got surrender defensiveness, okay? So you'll know what that's about. I don't want to go into the personal details of it. But it says surrender to your full power. So I just feel it's a case of stop doubting, all right? I just feel stop doubting. And it just feels like really moving forward with your dreams, all right, and not necessarily having to prove it to somebody else, all right. Sometimes we get caught up in we want the approval from someone else. It's almost like lighten up. You've got just laugh here, so it feels like it's all got a bit too serious, and therefore I just feel it's just lighten up a bit, all right. Go for what you want to do. You don't necessarily need somebody else's approval. You don't need to make you feel better. You need to just know in your heart that where you're heading is right for you, all right. Because you've also got the survival card here, and it feels like that's how you're feeling a bit. Is I feel a bit alone and all these sharks swimming around and it all feels a bit scary, okay. But I feel that's why you're wanting, yeah, you've also got the discontent card, okay. So this is what the feeling is I feel around the whole situation, but it's like I want to say that belief has to come from you, all right, in your choices. We don't need, it's nice to have if someone says, yep, you're on the right path, but sometimes from the people directly around us, that isn't where it comes from, all right. That's quite common, but often our nearest and dearest, yeah, don't necessarily give us that support because they can be for all different reasons. I won't go into all those reasons now why we don't feel people support us, but you've definitely got a decision to make, and I feel that it is it's doing what you love. It's got to come from your heart of where you want this to go. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then you bring in the full life force of the direction where you're going, okay. So it just feels like you've got to believe in it. You don't need someone else to believe in it. Of course it's lovely to have that, but don't let it hold you back just because you haven't got it. Because look, revealing radiance, that's what you're doing. That's what you do, is you step forward into your dream, into what you want to do, the changes you want to make, then that's how you will be glowing. But you've got to have my light illuminates the world. I love that. And that's what I want you to get into that energy of just saying, no, I can feel strong within my own light. I don't necessarily need that approval from everybody else. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see who else is here. Da, da, da. Hi, Elizabeth. Sorry, I can't show the cards again. You can always go back on the recording afterwards. I'm just moving on from reading to reading here. So if you missed it, you can always go back and look, okay? Okay, Tina Coates. Okay, let's see what's up for you, Tina. As I say, do listen to other people's readings because you may find something very much resonates. I do always ask Spirit to bring in, to guide me to people whose reading will also help others when I'm in these group settings, okay? Obviously, if I'm working on a one-to-one, then it's uniquely for you. If anyone would like to work on a one-to-one basis with me, please contact me through my website, melaniewellard.co.uk. I will never contact you and ask you for money through this means, okay? There are a lot of scammers out there, so just contact me direct through my website. Okay, all right, Tina, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, well, this is interesting. This feels like a very spiritual journey going on for you here. You've got surrender to inner peace, surrender to the wisdom of your body, and surrender to creativity. So it feels to me that you really need to be calm is the words I'm getting at the moment. It's almost like you need to go inward. You're looking outward a lot to what can I have, what can change outwardly. And it feels like time to just center yourself. And in order for you to just move a bit more with the flow, I feel, are you forcing something in some way? Are you always looking at what you're lacking in your life? rather than what is there, because inner peace comes when we reach a point of going inward and starting to look at what we have got in our life and being grateful for that, and then just reaching a place of wow, you know, where seeing of being content in where we are, taking pleasure in what's in your life at the moment, the joy in what's in your life at the moment, rather than looking out at what's lacking. Okay. And that's what I just feel might be going on a bit for you at the moment. And it's about, and therefore you don't feel peaceful. We don't feel peaceful when we're always looking at what's missing. That creates lack of peace. Okay. Because this feels like you're on a very important spiritual path here, and I do see new changes coming in for your life. Okay, I feel, but you're not quite yet there yet. All right, I feel you're on the path to this, but it's important that you go through this phase first. It feels like you need to cultivate that gratitude of what's in your life now, and that creates fertile ground for the new to come in. All right, which I feel does want to come in. But while we constantly look at the lack of it, it's almost like there's the door in that card. You're climbing up the path, but you can't see through there at the moment because you're feeling that things just aren't right for you. Okay. Yeah, sorry, got another one going through a portal. Just have patience. All right. So do that work at the moment. It's like to almost like do lots of practices in gratitude at the moment and be patient, because I do feel that changes want to come in your life, but just keep focusing on what's lacking isn't going to bring them faster. Okay. It's like you're on the path and you're reaching that door. It's funny, all these cards have a portal like this, don't they? Okay, you got from Spirit with love. So I do feel that it's like there are signs all around you. I'm feeling that you you do notice these signs, but at the moment, for some reason, you're not tuned into them enough. It's like Spirit are trying to talk to you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to support you. But it just feels like you've got to cultivate that inner peace, and be open to seeing the signs. All right, I do feel that there is a lot of communication going on around you. We've even got here, say no. All right, so that's very, very specific. So it just feels to me it's like I'm being shown here. It's like taking stock of your life. What is not acceptable to you anymore? Okay, you can have your dreams and where you want to move to, but it feels like, again, this sort of like looking within to reevaluating. I do see there's a need for reevaluating and saying, okay, it's not as bad as it looks. Okay, and I feel the need to practice your gratitude list. You've even got the surrender card in this pack. Okay, so again, it's just more getting into that flow of life, and seeing the lightness in it rather than always seeing. And that might be having to say no to certain things. I just feel there's a lot around you that's dragging you down, and you maybe need to start reevaluating your boundaries. Okay. And you've also got receiving from the angels. So again, I just feel there are messages. You've got, you know, messages from Spirit, receiving from the angels. It's like you've got a lot of support and help. They're all trying to communicate with you, and you just need to almost start to look at what you've got there that's good in your life, and then starting to connect in and get into that different vibe rather than what's lacking. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to go into, as I say, I don't like going into personal details on here. Right, let's see who else we've got. Okay, Julia Heckenberg. Julia Heckenberg. Okay, right. I'm going to look at, I know you've asked something specific there, Julia. I'm just going to see what energy might come up for you generally, okay? Because often there can be a different reason or a different thing Spirit want you to look at that can be the underlying cause to what's going on in our life. Very often the physical things, how something is manifested, is not the issue. It can be something else going on with us. And we like to focus on the physical thing that's falling apart or the physical thing that we feel isn't going wrong. And often that's not the key that we need to be looking at to heal. Okay, right, well, you've got here surrender obsessive thinking, all right? So it's almost like how do you, and you've also got surrender to non-action. So this feels like a time of needing to work on calming those thoughts. What can you do? What action can you take to calm your thoughts? Because I just feel they're going round and round and round, and that's understandable with what's going on. And then surrender to your intuition. Surrender here doesn't mean giving up. Surrender means letting go, being open to these things. Okay, what do we need to let go of? What do we need to surrender to with our spirit? So it just feels like your intuition, it's like your mind is clouding your intuition, which is understandable. Okay, and I feel that the two might not be telling you the same thing. It's like the mind, you're using the logic, and the heart sort of working against each other at the moment. Okay, but your intuition is telling you the right thing. I mean, you've even got the surrender card. There's a lot of surrender going on. So I'm pulling this a lot for people, okay? So there is a feel of letting go, just getting into the flow more and stop pulling, pushing, holding on too tightly to something. It's almost like in the letting go, you will find the truth and you'll be able to get more in touch with your intuition as to the right pathway, the way forward for you, okay? Because change is definitely there for you. Don't be frightened of change, okay? But sometimes in the letting go, for them, it just brings you that peace of mind, that surrender. Surrender means just getting into that flow, all right? And just stop clinging on so tightly, because sometimes the harder we cling on, the more we lose something, okay? There you go, look. That says exactly what I just said. The resistance to let go, okay? Just clinging, 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 all right? And the letting go will bring you such a sense of peace. All right, does that make sense? What do I have for you here? I often say, you know, it might not be the final word, but I do feel that the holding on too tightly, what is yours will come to you. You can believe that. There's a lovely poem about if you love something, let it go. If it's yours, it'll come back. If it doesn't, it wasn't yours to hold in the first place. But we cling on like this, as that picture showed. Just stifles the life out of something. You've also got here, accept disappointments gracefully. So this all feels like the same energy in letting go. All right, but doing it with grace. And I can almost feel you taking a deep breath, if that makes sense. So maybe for now, just in letting go of the over trying might help you. All right. And things do take work, but sometimes there's a difference between putting the effort in and working at something and then knowing when it just is like the sheer face of a cliff and you haven't got any climbing equipment. So again, you've got the transformation card, and this usually means the ending of something before moving on to something new. It's being born out of a chrysalis. Okay, it feels like you're being born again into something new. And that could be a new way of life, going over a threshold. Okay. I mean, this doesn't necessarily help, but you've got choose wisely. All right, so it just feels like there are other options for you is what I'm getting from this. Okay, there is other options, but the holding on too tight. Yeah, you see, I just double checked with another pack of cards. You've got new beginnings, pushing you through a new door. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, Ray, that's lovely. You're about to start your business. That's fabulous. Okay, right, itch. Okay, Christy Pasalich. Have I pronounced that right? I do apologise if I haven't. Christy Pasalich. Okay, let's see what's. I'm just going to start from the previous reading. Right, Christy. I'm going to link in with what you've asked, my love. Okay. Okay, I am picking up a lot of pain with her, a lot of confusion. Okay, fear about the world. Right. I'm just going to look into who you've asked me to look into. Okay. Right. Well, that's interesting. Again, I feel that there could be feels like you're trying too hard with it all. All right. I do feel there's a lot of fear involved, and it's all got a bit too serious because look what you've got here. Surrender to play. And I feel both of you, all right, lighten up a bit. All right. Life should not always be hard graft and serious. You know, I've seen when children play who live in the slums and they're kicking a ball around and they're happy and they're laughing and they make fun out of a piece of string and I'm not saying that's how we have to be, but play is so important. I'm a real advocate of it for adults. I have a swing in my garden. I'll go and splash in puddles. I will, and I was reading a report recently about if adults don't tune in more to the energy of play, um, you know, we're all a bit doomed because it just we need to do that. We seem to think we get to a certain age and we shouldn't play anymore, or we think it's playing football, or we think it's playing a game. Play is about feeling joy like a child in your heart, and I know what it does for me, and I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm out there. I'll splash in the puddles. I'll play. I'll sing in the rain. It's all that joy that children be, and I'm just feeling for the both of you. You need to lighten up a bit and bring that energy of play because you've also got surrendered passion. So it's what brings the joy that goes with that. What gets the fire in your belly? It just feels like everything's got a bit too serious. Is like schoolwork all getting a bit too serious, and it all feels a bit pointless at the moment. And it's almost like getting back in touch with what's really important between you, okay? Because you've also got surrender to effortlessness. These are all about stop trying so hard. It feels like having just I feel that there's an apology that's needed, and it might just be, I'm sorry, hands up, I don't know what to do here, okay? Can we work this out together? Let's go out and have some fun together. Let's go. And it might take some effort, okay? But I am feeling a lot of fear within your child, and just what does the future hold for me? And that's understandable for any children at the moment in the world to know what is my future. All right, so that it feels like there's a need for understanding. Stop trying to maybe just keep it all going how it would have done a couple of years ago. All right, we all need to be a bit more flexible here and just feel the changes and show that sort of deeper understanding. You've also obviously got, I don't need to talk to you about the hormones running about, but there does feel there's more to it. And it just feels about being a bit lighter. I don't know why I'm being shown a picnic for some reason. It's like doing something just general, but I just feel there's a need for listening, but admitting, just saying, I'm a bit lost here. I don't know. I need your guidance. to tell me what you need. All right. So it's also go easy on yourself. I want to say, Christy, it's just like you're wanting it to be perfect, and it's not. These things are tricky. All right. Especially, oh my goodness, that age. So yeah, we could have a whole session talking about that, couldn't we? Okay. Because yeah, you've also got the self-reflection card. So this does feel like, look at your part in this. Okay. It's okay to just say, I don't know, I'm stuck. It's okay to say that. What I do see a lot with parents is they expect themselves to be perfect and have all the answers. And then the problem is then children start to believe you're perfect and should have all the answers. Or it's, well, you don't have any answers. So she's got to that age where I'm afraid they go from, you know everything to, oh, you don't know anything. All right. So there's that involved, the normal stuff. But I just feel between you, you have a good relationship. And it just feels to you like it's fracturing. But I also feel that there's some self-reflection. Okay, and I'm being shown that sort of meeting yourself, but meeting each other. Are you both very similar? I'm being shown here that she reflects you. All right, so we can learn a lot from our children. A lot. We're just open. We know that they're better at technology than most of us, but it goes beyond that. There is wisdom in what they have to say, and we get stuck in that we know best, and sometimes we don't. So it just, yeah, I've got here realization. It's like realizing that there is another way. All right, and the sun will come out again on this, but it's okay. You don't need to know it all. You're just muddling through, trying to find the best way, and that's okay. All right. Going to just see what crystal I have that might be good for you. You also need to take a bit of time out for yourself as well. All right, just go and take a breather somewhere if you can. So do some stuff for you as well. I just think you're trying to be perfect and you're trying to feel that there is a perfect answer, and there's not. You're just muddling through every day. All right, but I do feel that you can bring back that closeness in trying to listen and just admitting you don't know. All right, that can sometimes, when we surrender and say to somebody, I don't know the way forward, I don't have the answers, we just need to figure this out ourselves. I can't fix the entire world, but we can take it a step at a time, holding hands together, moving forward together into that new world. Okay, so what have we got for you here? Oh my goodness, it couldn't be a better crystal. I was wearing it the other day. Mangano Calcite. Now, this is a higher vibrational stone than rose quartz. It nurtures and softens. Maybe you both need some. Good for any chakras or areas of the body, particularly where there's rigidity and stiffness. What I was saying about letting go and stop being so sort of needing to do it a certain way. It can bring you understanding. I absolutely love it, and comfort. Good to carry and sleep with and meditate. Right, I'm just going to pop off for a minute. I'm going to get you a piece and just show it to you. Right. Have a pendant of it, but look at that beautiful piece. This is Mangano Calcite. So whether you can see that, and it's just got the most very, very pale pink. It might not show up well here, but this is a beautiful piece to hold as well. Look, nice shape. Look, I hold a little baby. But it's lovely to touch, and I find it's very calming for me. Okay. So you may like to, and it says softness comes from a compassionate heart. So there's a lovely message for you. Just feels like a bit of surrender needed, and just hands up. Let's work this out together. Okay. I feel that your daughter is very intelligent. I feel that she has a lovely way about her, but there's a lot of fear. I'm just going to pull a unicorn card for her, as we were talking about play, getting out there and playing a bit more. Okay, I do work with people, as I say, one-to-one or over a long period of time if you want to bring about change. I do work with young people as well. Okay, just gonna. Yeah, you've even got in the unicorn card, try something new. All right. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. And I'd also pulled the curiosity card for you. Be curious about something new. So it feels like trying a different way, a different approach. Get out and play. Do something that you both maybe haven't done before. I feel there's a need to support each other here. I think you can. I hope that's helped. Okay. Oh, just lift that out of the way. So, who else? Okay, Sonny. Helgil. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce them. I'm dreadful at pronouncing names. Sonny. I do apologise if I didn't. Okay, right, let's see what's going on for you. Yeah, that's not a good thing, is it? Okay, well, in speaking to you, Sonny, I've got surrender to your intuition, surrender to your need to always be right, and surrender to setting limits. Okay, so I do feel here, have you had a discussion about this? I do feel that there needs to be a discussion, finding out if she's able to do this. Is it legal? It's setting those boundaries, but it just feels like there's a need for a discussion to go on here. Okay, so, and calmly. All right, there could be reasons there. I feel that your gut instinct, it's like you do know there's something going on, and you do know. I just want to see if there's yeah, I feel like this isn't finished yet. All right, I do feel that there's further discussion that needs to take place and be able to say, you know, this isn't acceptable. I think she might be in trouble. Okay. Okay, I'm not getting a clear picture on this, all right? Because again, I'm using different cards. I've got the wisdom card for you, the path onto something new. Okay, so I do feel there's going to be a solution, but also balance. So I do feel there needs to be a discussion over this, all right? If you know her, it feels like just ask to have a meeting. It just feels like you saying you're part of it and what this difficulty is going to cause you. Because I've also got here, correct your mistakes. So I just feel between the two of you, there's more than meets the eye here. All right, between the two of you. I'm not getting it straightforward. Yeah, I'm even getting turned back here. So it feels like going back to the beginning. And I'm just feeling that this needs to be, this isn't just yes or no. Okay, I'm not feeling this is necessarily means that you have to move on. All right, I do feel that that you just need to be thinking, yeah, I'm just getting, you need to communicate with each other. All right. Yeah, it's just, you've also got letting go here. So but again, I feel like that's just getting to the flow a bit more rather than getting that anger up and really panicking. It feels like you need to just see this through another stage first before making any final decisions. All right. I'm not feeling that it's a clear final decision at all at the moment. That needs to come first, but in a calm way. All right. If you start locking horns like this, then that's not going to go anywhere. All right. And it won't end as well. So, yeah, an affirmation for you. I am centered in truth and peace. All right. And that's what I feel. It just feels like some honesty, but peacefully negotiated. All right. I do hope that helps, and I wish you luck with that. Okay. I'm glad that helped, Christy. Yeah, they're lovely, those unicorn cards, aren't they? So okay, Elizabeth and James, who two? I don't know which one I'm reading for. Have a joint account. Okay, well, I'll take Elizabeth at the beginning here, okay? Right, and then I must log off. Okay, so I will just do this for you, a quick card. Okay. Brace your power. Okay. Right, what have I got for you? Stand up, stand up. Why am I getting that? Stand up for freedom. All right, I'm just feeling, yeah, you've been a bit too much in the shadows, and it just feels like now's the time. You've got surrender to divine timing. So I'm just feeling it's time to stand up, stand up. All right, time to move forward, time to make that change. Let go of the fear, surrender your fear. Okay, it's yeah, time to stand up, move forward, make that change. Don't be frightened. All right, do not be frightened. Got surrender there as well in a different pack. All right, we're getting a lot of surrender here today, guys. It's about letting go. Surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means, oh, just stop making it so hard. Getting in the flow, getting more in touch with your intuition and feeling your way through. And it'll work out much, much better. Okay. Just to finish there, you've got Matt in the Goddess cards, fairness. All right, so I just feel that please let go of your fear, move forward. It's all going to work out in a very great way for you. All right, so I'm afraid I have to go now. I'll see you again. What's today? Saturday. I'm on again Wednesday. Do watch out for me. And as I say, please go and follow my Facebook profile or YouTube, or all under my name, Melanie Wellard. The details are all in the comments above or below of this video. And I do little daily inspirational videos that seem to help people. So please feel free to follow me there. And if you want to talk to me on a one-to-one basis, please go through my website, melaniewellard.co.uk, and we can take it further from there. Okay. Have a great day, everybody, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye.